So number 12 on worksheet 5, given the graphs of f and g, p is f times g, then which of the following is true about p prime at negative 2? Oh, we don't have much room to work here. P is f times g, so p prime, well, if I'm multiplying, that means I've got to use the product rule. I can't just do f prime times g prime. That'd be nice. But the product rule is f prime g plus g prime f. Or however you want to remember it, right? Because you're adding and multiplying, so like the order doesn't really matter. G prime f plus f prime g, all the same thing. Yeah, it's hard to mess up the product rule as long as you remember to do the product rule. So now I need to evaluate that at negative 2. So I need f prime at negative 2 times g at negative 2 plus g prime at negative 2 times f at negative 2. That's a little overkill to write it all out like that, but that reminds me I need to check each of those things at negative 2. So very first one, f prime at negative 2. Okay, well I have a graph of f. Here's negative 2. But prime, how do I figure out what the derivative is based on the graph of the original? What are the two words that go back and forth all semester long? Derivative is slope. So I really want the slope of the line at that point, and I certainly don't have enough information to get it exactly, so about all I can say is that it's positive. I could try to guess it and maybe get an answer if I wanted to say it was 2 or 3. If you look at your answer choices kind of fit this mold. P prime is negative, P prime is positive, P prime is 0, or undefined. So f prime is positive. G at negative 2, that would be down here somewhere. What would we say about g at negative 2? Positive, negative, or 0? Negative, because it's the function, not the slope. So positive times negative plus g prime at negative 2. What would you say about g prime at negative 2? Positive, negative, or 0? Positive. Slope's going up. And f of negative 2 is on the x-axis, so that is 0. So positive times negative is negative, plus 0 means my answer is negative. That's a good question. Test the product rule. Test if you know how to read a graph for values, and not just for values, but for slopes. And then kind of piecing together some algebra. So that's a good question.